Go ahead and get comfortable. Assume the position. Keep all arms and legs inside the moving vehicle at all times. The physical ones, at least. Go ahead and search the body from top to bottom. Find any areas of tension that can easily be let go of right now by simple adjustments, a last second scratching of an itch, a little rocking, a little settling. And you know when you found it because you're just past that one exhale when the body said, okay, let me relax into this right here. And from this point on, if you need to move again, that's perfectly okay. Just try to do so as gently and as smoothly and as quietly so as not to really disturb yourself or if you're around anyone else. And let everything start dissolving into this hum of data. The feel of the air around you, the noises going on around you and inside of you. You know the journey we're going on. So let everything else that's not that, not helping you get where you want to go and need to go tonight, let them all turn into gentle reminders as opposed to distractions. Each of those permutations of this noise turning into that noise, leading to that noise, to this sensation, turning into this soft hum that's pushing you forward where you want to go, as opposed to standing in your way. Like the whole world is working together to hold you up at the very tip, comfortably, supportingly, supportive in all the ways that feel good and right in this moment. And as one part of the mind keeps playing that game and working on ways to feel more supported and focused and relaxed, let another part of your mind think about your sankalpa, your short phrase of personal resolve. Some might call it a wish. Some might call it an aspiration, just something that you want to see more of in your life, a way of being. When you've got one that's good enough for you, say it to yourself in your head 3 times. And setting that aside, let any criticisms or doubts just slide off of it as it's put away to bring out later. We've been building a specific neuro pathway in our minds, a trigger, sort of a favorite path through the garden. And that's simply our body scan, our body rotation. So as I call out each part of your body, try to picture each as clearly and as vividly in your mind's eye as you can, not worrying about seeing them because you're not looking with your eyes, visualizing them, feeling into them, imagining them. Starting with the right hand thumb, right first finger, right middle finger, right ring finger, right little finger, palm of hand, back of hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right side of chest, right side of waist, right hip, right thigh, right knee, shin, ankle, heel, sole of foot, top of foot, right big toe, right second toe, right third toe, right fourth toe, right fifth toe. Please be sure that you're following the sound of my voice rather than sleeping. Left hand thumb, left first finger, left middle finger, left ring finger, left little finger, palm of hand, back of hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left side of chest, left side of waist, left hip, left thigh, knee, shin, ankle, heel, sole of foot, top of foot, left big toe, left second toe, left third toe, left fourth toe, left fifth toe. Please be sure that you're following my instructions, as opposed to sleeping. All 10 toes. Both feet. Both heels. Both ankles. Both calves. Both knees. Both thighs. Both buttocks. Lower back. Mid back. Upper back. Shoulder blades. The space between the shoulder blades. Spine. Back of neck. Back of head. Top of head. Forehead. Eyebrows. Temples. Ears. Cheeks. Eyes. All the muscles around the eyes. Nose. Nostrils. Lips. Chin. Jaw. Teeth. Tongue. Roof of mouth. Back of throat. Front of throat. Collarbones. Chest. Abdomen. Pelvis. Right leg. Left leg. Right arm. Left arm. Right side of head. Left side of head. Right side of body. Left side of body. Back of body. Front of body. Whole body. Whole body. Whole physical body. Letting this go, take your awareness to your breath and an area slightly above you. Emanating a warm, penetrating radiance. Like your own personal star. Imagine feeling its light enter from the top of you, permeate all of the inside of the insides of the insides of you, from top to bottom, filling, replenishing, rejuvenating. We're going to go through some of the elements as visualization tools. And when one feels the most right, you can pick that one to stick with, or shift back and forth as you want to and need to. So, with the light above you, shining brilliantly, imagine that you're like a flower opening to the sun. Your internal circumstances moving to open up to this light and be nourished by it. Leaves, roots, spreading, growing. Or some metaphor you're more drawn to. Perhaps the water element as a visual tool. With that bright source above you, flowing down and over you, like the best shower, starting at the scalp and rolling over the shoulders, down from top to bottom, soaking and quenching. Bringing us to fire as a working tool. Imagining a bright sun glowing in its radiance, feeling the warmth softening and loosening, like being close to a bonfire or feeling the sun warm the skin as it penetrates and relaxes. Perhaps burns away debris. Spreading radiance and light as it transforms. And now considering air as a working tool, feeling the winds blow from this source above you, pushing and flowing, expanding. The air not only dries places up, but carries moisture to those that need it. Sounds as this wind whips through the body, through the spaces between the spaces, becoming an etheric wind. And then finally, pondering this light as the light of divinity, as the light of your highest self, your higher self, whatever aspirational force you feel comfortable receiving nourishment from, source itself. Let this divine radiance beam down on you. Filling, fixing, smoothing, moving. Whatever metaphors your subconscious feels like sharing with you. As you imagine this source filling up your batteries, lubricating the system, protecting it, cushioning it, preparing it, allowing it to access itself more fully. And not only the system itself that you're currently working with, but put a little in the reserves as well. For when you need them. Both the instances that you can conceive and cannot conceive. Just storing a little bit of can do and don't need to know how. In reserve, ready to work for you. Now imagine a great river. And there is no right or wrong answer. Simply the river that you create in your mind. Imagine you can see your river stretch for miles. See it as an ecosystem. Multiple ones. Little niches of specified life. So many different life forms existing in different parts of the river, going about their own business. Take your inner vision to the source of your river, right at the top, feeding the current as it flows down and around. And as you look back down across the river, it seems a bit parched. All the little creeks and streams it usually feeds have dried up temporarily. Now, before you start to adjust the flow by changing the features of this part of the river in your mind, not now, but before you do, consider all of the ecosystems you're going to affect along the way as you increase the amount of water in the river. Can you envision a harmonious way to introduce this new flow into the system? As you take control of the parameters of time and features of the riverscape, will you be benevolent to the denizens of your river? The ones swimming in its waters, under its surfaces, along its banks. With caution or with glee, watch them respond as you introduce the increase of water. Bringing its life force and vitality. Watch across time, across generations. Up and down the river. Moments that happened, witnessed only by the participants and you. High moments and low moments. See the river at its peak operating harmoniously and abundantly for all its inhabitants and features. Not as one perfect snapshot in time, but the shape of its best moments across time. And feed that from the source. See your river living its best life. From far away, and as up close and microscopic as you're able to hold in your mind's eye. Feel the river lovingly fed by Source, cared for, attentively poured into. And spend a moment either floating down the waters, chatting with its otters, wherever you would most like to go to enjoy a moment of peace and harmony along your river. You enjoying your river at this moment is its living its best life, enjoying itself through you. Knowing that you can come back to your river. Start to let it go gently. And without disturbing the system too much, bring to mind your sankalpa, your short phrase of personal resolve. And say it to yourself now 3 times deep in the mindscape. And let it go. Carried away on the current of your river. Willing to help it when and where you see it enter your life. Take your awareness back to your breath, the sensation of your nostrils, air going in and the lungs filling up. And on the next breath, notice that not only does the air come in and fill the lungs, but the lungs start to push the guts. Blood is still flowing through the system. And as you send your awareness throughout the body, start to test out the fingers and test out the toes. And gently wiggle the body back to life. As always, if you're laying on your back, you might want to roll over on the right side before you sit up to give the body an easy transition. Either way, and however, let yourself gently come back to the here and now, back to your body, back to your body, all the way back to your physical body, right here and right now. And as you draw in these next breaths and feel the energy increasing in the system, imagine that whatever words that weren't said and you wish were said. Draw whatever you need to have a complete practice into yourself via your imagination and breath. And Hari Om Tat Sat. That has been Psychic Sleep.